Hi friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified of all new uploads. I'm currently uploading every day and I live stream every Monday, so make sure you hit the bell. It's right next to the subscribe button. That always tongue ties me. Right next to the subscribe button. I know some of you are tired of hearing me say that, but a lot of you tell me you don't get notified of new uploads. So now with YouTube, you can't just subscribe. You also have to hit the bell. So it's right next to the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified every time I go live and all of that good stuff. I have been meaning to film this video for a very long time. So today I'm going to tell you my current top 3 primers for oily, acne-prone skin. Now, I'm just going to tell you what's worked for me. I have very oily, acne-prone skin, large pores. I've been using these 3 primers for years now, like at least 2 years, almost 3 years, and it's worked really well for me, so I'm going to share that with you, so let's jump right into it. First up, if you have seen any of my makeup tutorials over the last year, you have seen this. This is the Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne Treatment. This is actually a sample size, guys, that I bought 2 years ago. I don't even know if this is expired. It says 12 months. I've been using this for 2 years. So this is only 15 milliliters, 0.5 fluid ounces, and this has lasted me 2 years. It's almost gone. I picked this up at Sephora. This is what it looks like. Does it feel silicone-y? No, it just kind of actually just feels like a nice gel. So that's what it looks like. You rub it into the skin. It goes into the skin so nicely. When you put it on the skin, it kind of feels like it has that silicone, like slick vibe to it. I'm trying to see the ingredients if it has silicone in it. I don't see it on here, but I'll leave a link to it down below if you want to check it out. This stuff is amazing if you have oily, acne-prone skin because it does have salicylic acid in it. Yeah, it has 1% salicylic acid in it. So salicylic acid is an anti-acne treatment, and it does a great job at keeping my skin matte. And also, like, if I have breakouts or I feel like I have breakouts coming on but I need to put makeup on, I feel good about putting this on because my skin reacts really well to salicylic acid. It keeps it matte. It keeps me pretty much throughout the day, like, less oily. No matter what primer I use, I get oily, but this keeps me less oily throughout the day. It keeps my makeup long wearing. It smooths out my large pores, and it just goes on so nicely and really prolongs my makeup. And you need very little of it. I'm telling you, I didn't even purchase the full size yet, and this has lasted me for 2 years, 0.5 fluid ounces. So I really like this. I'll leave a link to it down below. All right, next up we have the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I just realized I picked up the foundation and not the primer, but I love this foundation too if you have oily skin. But this primer, this isn't actually bottle, but this is what it looks like. This is another primer that you need very little of it. You get 1.35 fluid ounces. It is silicone based, but this stuff will make you stay matte. If you use the primer with the foundation, you will be matte and your foundation is not going anywhere. I'm not really sensitive to silicone, but if you are, keep that in mind. I don't find that it breaks me out. It's not super heavy. You need very little of it, just a small dot like I showed you with the Cover FX primer, and it'll just smooth you out and make your makeup last all day. I don't use the foundation and the primer together often because it will keep you super, super matte. I only do it usually for like special occasions when I don't want my makeup to budge or I know I'm going to be photographed. But all my super oily people, you need to check out this range from Becca. The foundation and the primer. So, so good. You need very little of it. That's another bottle. It's the same size that I've had for almost 3 years. Again, that's probably expired, but I keep it sanitary and I don't like keep it near moisture or anything, and it's still good. So really, really love this. Last primer that I have been loving is actually a powder. Now I know this technique is controversial for some. I say if you have dry skin or combo skin, probably don't do this. Basically what you do, it's a technique, you've probably seen it all over YouTube, where you put powder on your skin before you put foundation. I consider that a primer because you're priming your skin for the foundation. I actually did a full review video on this where I put powder on my face before foundation and I check in with you throughout the day, and I really like this. I do it a lot. I don't find that it breaks me out. It just makes my foundation long lasting. It helps cover up pores. Well, not cover them up, but smooth them out, and it just keeps me matte. My favorite to use is the Mercier translucent powder, and this is actually a sample size. I think I got this, well, it's not a sample size. It's just a smaller size that you can get from Sephora. I've had this for a year. You need very little of this powder. Everything that you've probably heard about this powder that says it's great is actually true. I love it. So what I do, I'll put the video down below on what I do, but I just put it all over my face with a powder brush. Then I let it sit on the face, maybe for like 1 to 2 minutes. Then I put my foundation on. I am matte, I'm not oily, and my foundation does not budge. I totally love the powder before foundation technique. I know it's not new, but I feel like that just became mainstream on YouTube, and I love it. So those are my current top 3 primers. I think I'm gonna update this video every 6 months because it changes constantly. But for oily, acne-prone skin, those are my top 3. Let me know in the comments down below what you like to use if you have oily skin, or what do you use if you use dry skin? I have no idea what you dry skin ladies and gentlemen use, because I have never used anything for dry skin because it would literally make me look insane because I am so oily. So let me know your favorite primers down below. Don't forget to check out the videos here on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe. My little head will pop up right here. If you click that, you can subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye. Wait, before I go, I totally forgot that I wanted to give you guys some updates on products that I've been using. If you're new around here, I frequently do this at the end of videos because I like to update you guys on products I'm using, what I think about them, how they're working for me, how they're not working for me. So let's do that really quickly before you go. All right, so I'm gonna quickly run through these. I can't believe I forgot. First up, all of these were sent to me for free, full disclosure, but I'm free to do whatever I want with them. This isn't sponsored, but I just like to tell you guys that, just so you know, because I always tell you if something is sponsored or if something was sent to me for free. First up, we have the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer. It says it locks in hydration at skin's peak moisture moment for luminous skin, and this one has coconut oil. And it just smells so good. It smells like coconut and jojoba oil to me. So what you do with this is that when you get out of the shower, before you dry off, you put this on your wet skin, and it seals in and locks in that moisture that's already on your skin and adds more moisture. That was a tongue twister. I really like this. I've been using it since they sent it to me about 3 weeks. And you need very little of it, and it doesn't make your skin feel greasy. It just makes you feel really moisturized. I do admit, sometimes I forget to put it on because your natural inclination is just to dry off as soon as you get out of the shower. And I'm like, shoot, I forgot to do this. So I need to actually put it in the shower so that I'll remember before you dry off, put this on, because you do want to put it on the skin wet. But when I do remember to put it on, I really like it. I'll leave a link to everything down below. Next up, another moisturizing product. This is from Curel, and this is the Curel Ultra Healing Intensive Lotion for extra dry, tight skin. So I've been using this one too for about 2 to 3 weeks. This is what it looks like. It's not super oily or anything. This is really great if you have really dry skin. It's really funny, like from my forehead to my neck, I am so oily. I'm not even being dramatic. You're watching this video about oily skin primers. I am so oily, but from the neck down, my skin on my body is so dry, so I really like this. It doesn't feel super greasy. I've said this before when I've reviewed it. It doesn't feel greasy, but it feels like, to me, there's like an oil in there. It feels kind of like a lotion mixed with an oil. I really like it. So when I use these two together, my skin is so soft and moisturized. I really like to use those two, especially after I've like shaved myself, like my legs and my arms, and I just feel so moisturized. I really like it because I have really dry skin. So I'll leave a link to them both down below, but they're both affordable brands that you can pick up at the drugstore. And honestly, before Curel sent this to me, I haven't used Curel in years. So this is why can't I talk? This is rekindling my flame for Curel. You actually get quite a bit. You get 13 fluid ounces. So I'll leave a link to it down below, but so far, so good. Something else I wanted to update you guys on. This is the OPI nail polish, and this is the shade You Had Me at Merlot. I love OPI. They're my favorite. Are they my favorite? I think OPI and Essie are my favorite affordable nail polish brands. You can pick this up at Ulta, and I really like it. It's just this beautiful pink shade. It's bright, but it's not so bright that you can't wear it year round. I don't care though, really. I wear bright colors year round, but I feel like this is just the perfect pop of bright. It's not neon. Can I get this open? It's not neon, but it's a bright pink and it just goes on. It's so opaque. It's so pretty, long wearing. I love OPI. So this is the shade You Had Me at Merlot. Really like this. I'm super excited because I think OPI is sending me another package coming this week of like a base coat and a top coat. So I'll let you know how that goes. But this is You Had Me at Merlot. I'll leave a link to it down below. I really, really like this shade. Lastly, if you've seen any of my recent makeup tutorials, you have seen me talking about these shadows. This is the Kiss New York Professional Shadows. These are so affordable, guys. These, I think, are $3 to $4, and the pan size is huge. You get a good size amount. My favorite one is this one, because purple is my favorite color, if you couldn't tell from my background. This is the color called African Violet. Next up, we have Geranium, which is this really beautiful orange shade. It's coming out like pastel for you guys because I have so much light on me, but it's really like a corally orange shade. And then we have this neon green shade, and this one is called Jardín. Like, I think that's garden in Spanish. See? No? I think so. Jardín, Jardin. I think that's garden. I don't know. This is really pretty. It's coming up like white to you guys because the lights are washing it out. But these are great options if you need affordable shadows. They're a little powdery, but I don't care. Not powdery. What I mean to say is there's some fallout, and they're very easy to blend. So if you don't mind a little fallout, I think these are great. I've been using them a lot. Really like them. Leave a link to those down below. Everything I just showed you I think is affordable. Yeah, Curel, Jergens, Kiss, and OPI. So all of those are affordable brands that you can pick up. I'll leave a link to them down below. I'm ending the video for real this time. Don't forget to check out the videos on the screen here, and I'll leave a link. My head will pop up. I always say this. It's like my head. I'll put it right here. You click that, you can subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.